How's it going, driver? You ready to do something different? Look what trailer I have this week. It's the stretch trailer. And you know what that means. We're gonna get stretchy. I have two loads this week, two stretch loads this week. They're both 77 feet long and they're both going to Southern California. I'm gonna do it. Don't care. I'm going for it. So we've got two that are going to Santa Ana. I am loaded up. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Gonna go get fuel before we load so we don't have to mess with that later. That's no fun when you're all stretched out. Sounds like I got a squeaky belt. Let's go get loaded.
My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck.
Look at these two guys. We're all going together. All right, what do we got? 48, 53, 58, 63 is the next hole. Oh, we're right there. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Then we put the pin back in the hole to lock it in. Ta-da. And we're done. The trailer is at 63 feet and the load's at 77 feet. Let's see what kind of overhang we have. 10 foot, probably 10 foot 6. We haven't quite figured out where we're gonna park for the night. Once I get on the road, I'm gonna make some phone calls. But about an 8 to 9 hour drive, depending on how far we go. Let's hit the road. Here's Walker Lake one more time. Really is picturesque. So today's route from Fallon, Nevada to Santa Ana, California, Highway 95 down towards Las Vegas. Then we're going to turn off on Highway 361, I think it is. 360, Highway 360, which cuts off and goes over to Highway 6 and then goes over the goes over the mountains down into California and comes out in Bishop on Highway 395. And Bishop is a cool little town. I've always liked that town. From there, we'll take 395 all the way down to where it runs into Interstate 15. Ready to take Interstate 15 on down the hill, down Cajon Pass, into the Riverside San Bernardino area. Then we get on, I think it's the 91 freeway, and then we get on, I think it's the 55 freeway, and that'll take us to Santa Ana. Now they want this stuff delivered first thing in the morning, and they're paying all of us to come back and get another one the day after tomorrow. So it's drive down today, drive back tomorrow, drive down the day after that, and drive back the day after that. Here's another interesting one. Candelaria. Up there in those hills is the ghost town of Candelaria. There's really nothing left anymore. Its heyday was back in the late 1880s to 1890s. And there's remnants out there, but nothing left. However, there is one kind of neat claim to fame from Candelaria. So back a long time ago, when I was cruising up and down these roads, we would visit with each other on the CB, other truck drivers. It doesn't really happen anymore. I had a UPS driver tell me a story. Back in the 1880s, I think it was, I have to find out for sure, the founder of UPS was born in Candelaria. I know that as a fact. It's been documented. It's on Wikipedia and all that. So the story this UPS driver told me was that the founder of UPS, whose name escapes me at the moment, and his brother had a messenger service in the town of Tonopah, which isn't too far from here. And one night, his brother got into a fight with a miner and was shot and killed. And he closed up the messenger service and moved to Seattle and reopened the messenger service as United Parcel Service, or UPS. So from what I've been able to read over the years, there's never been any record of the brother or anything like that. But yes, the founder of UPS was born in Candelaria and then moved to Seattle and opened up a messenger service with a bicycle called United Parcel, or that eventually became United Parcel Service. So UPS, its roots are out there in the desert of Nevada in a ghost town that no longer exists. I always thought that was a cool story. The freeway, that last 20 miles of 395 through Adelanto and Victorville are enough to make you love the freeway.
I have arrived, but I don't have a place to park yet. So I'm in the middle of the street, kind of walking around. Paul and John are here, but there's not enough room for me there. I'm gonna park right there. And then I'm just gonna drive around the block in the morning. Those two guys are gonna unload before me anyway.
There's Paul, there's John, and I see an open enough spot. Right here. There's a no stopping sign. It doesn't say no parking, it says no stopping. Not real sure what they mean by that. But we'll be gone by 6:30 in the morning anyway. Okay, I'm stopped for the night. And the job site is just on the other side of those buildings. And this wasn't a bad drive at all today. I didn't hit any traffic. The weather's nice. It's like 70 degrees. I figured it'd be 100. So the temperature's perfect. And here we are. And I will say, it's beautiful Southern California right here. Little breeze. Palm trees. The moon, and a sunset. Okay, I take it all back. Here we are. We're just parked in the third lane with our flashers on. So the kind of interesting thing about this stuff is, well, I didn't call and talk to the contractor, but Paul did. He's the guy who's unloading right now. And there's no reason for all three of us to call him. We all talk to each other. Nobody ever mentioned that you can't get into the job site coming from that direction. The only way we knew that was because we got here last night and drove around in circles. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna watch him pull in. Been here about an hour now. You know what we gotta do? Wait. Look at him.
I want to get a look at what's going on here. All right, we have a change of plans. The way that last truck, or the last two trucks went in there is not cool. So we are going to, me and the truck that's behind me, and I talked to the guys on the job site, we're gonna circle around the block and come in on the other side up there in front of those trees and stage on the other side of the street. And then when it's time for us to pull in, he's going to block traffic here, and we're going to come on the wrong side of the road and snake in that way rather than try to make a U-turn. Let's see if it happens. Let's give this a shot. All right, here we go. Man, there's no fucking way I'm gonna clear that goddamn gate. This gate. And there's no way. Well, that sucked. He hit the post. He's not going to be able to make it either. He's going to have to back up like I just did. Damn it. That didn't work. We're gonna have to go around the block again and come back the way we were originally and try the U-turn idea, even though that looked worse, but that's what we're down to. Oh, right on. Hey, they took down that post.
Oh, man.
Hey, you want us? What? Yeah, no shit. We could have made it the other way now.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier, man. Okay, we're in. Now what? I gotta go over there somewhere.
Holy crap, what a fiasco that was. This was a tough job site. This might have been one of the toughest I've been to. We made it. We got in and out. There was a lot of moving pieces to this one. Not very often I can't make it in on the first try and we've got to punt and reboot, but this is what happened this time. That's the truck I want.
And that will be it for today. I'm home. It's about 6:30. Got some lights to fix, and then we're going to do it again tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning.
Here we go, ready for round two. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. First, let's stretch out the trailer. So what I'm going to do a little differently is I'm not going to stretch it out as far. I moved the fifth wheel back about a foot so I can have another foot of overhang on the front. And instead of stretching the trailer out to 63, I'm going to stretch it out to 58. I'm going to have more overhang off the rear, more overhang off the front, and shorten the trailer up to make it easier to get in and out of some of these tight places. 48, 53, 58. So I went too far. Okay. So if my calculations are correct, I'll have about 14 and a half, 15 feet of rear overhang. Somewhere in that ballpark. I'm fine with that. We do that all the time. And in California, this is kind of a weird thing. California is one of the easiest states out there to do over length. You don't even need a permit until the rear overhang of the load is greater than half the wheelbase of the trailer. Wheelbase counts from the rear drive tire to I think the front or maybe rear, one of those two tires, and that's your wheelbase. And if you have less than half of that length in overhang, you don't even need a permit. I want to make a quick clarification about what I said, California and the permits. What I said holds true up until your load length is 80 feet or more. My load's 77, I don't need permits, but if it was 81, I would need permits. Just a little clarification there. Here we go again. It's taking me a little longer to get this one tied down. And we're right at 4 feet over the front. Let's see where we ended up here. 15, 14, 10. That's some pretty good guessing right there. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. And here we've got Jerry, who's been very patiently waiting for me. I had some things to take care of this morning, so I've been running late all day. What are we doing, Jerry?
Hey, everybody.
Oh yeah, this stretch of road on the outskirts of Death Valley, on your way to the promised land of Southern California.
Hey, Jupiter,
What the hell?
would you like a cold drink?
Where did you come from? How did you get in here?
No.
Guess who wanted to go on a trucking trip this week? I'm always game for having someone along to cram the bed up.
Someone.
Make me a
You
sandwich.
mean me, not someone. Not just anybody.
It's
Who
great.
else has been here?
I love having her along. It's dark enough, I gotta put some lights on here. I was hoping I'd be able to make it all the way to the job, but I've got about 30 minutes to go. And I stopped on an on-ramp, but people aren't paying attention. At least I'm not standing out in traffic, but the way people are whizzing by me, merging onto the freeway makes it feel that way. Jerry and I have been running together all day, but he made a wrong turn back there. And while he was turning around, I took the opportunity to stop and put my lights on. And while I was stopped and putting my lights on, Jerry passed me. So now he's up ahead of me, and I'm trying to catch him. And we got to turn off this freeway at about 2.5 miles. Parking, I just got off the phone with another guy who's already there. Parking is not looking good.
They're closing it right there. They're putting the lane cones out right there.
Our exit was closed. Now we are navigating with stretch loads around detours. And this is fun. Hey, you know what's funny? The last time Jerry and I ran together, I had to stop and wait with my flashers on because I lost Jerry. I lost him again. He's behind me. We're trying to figure out where to go. I mean, I know where to go, but I don't want to lose him. What are we going to do, Jerry?
We're gonna go to bed.
I think we're kind of screwed.
I think so too.
We're right here.
Attention, you have entered a secure area. All of your activities being monitored live. You are trespassing and you should leave immediately. If you do not leave, I will dispatch the police.
We're trespassing because we're on this side.
Loudspeaker saying we're in a secure area and we're trespassing and leave immediately. Nah. I think we'll stay here.
I think I'll just pull right up here. No.
Yeah, really. Right in front of the no parking sign.
Right, good.
There's really no place to park, so we're just gonna stay here. Is what it is.
Not all we can do.
Not all we can do. See you in the morning.
Yep.
Ball's in there getting unloaded. 6 o'clock sharp. We're not messing around here at least. I'm gonna let Jerry unload in front of me. Oh, the concrete's too slick.
I remember when you might as well push it to the dirt. There we go. There we go. He wasn't getting enough traction on that concrete. Boom. Oh shit. You got your power divider in, I guess? Yeah, you do. It's let me look here real quick. Yeah.
Coming in here.
Say that again?
I think I dropped my tank coming in.
Oh shit. You're okay. I don't see anything. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Let me get in here and watch. Just come, yeah, just come to me. Yeah, you gotta come into me.
What, huh?
Oh man, I love this place.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet. What's your name?
Luna.
Luna. My name's Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Jupiter,
Yeah,
Luna.
right.
Right on, dude. You're good, you're good, you're good. You missed the gate by 6 feet on the other side, on the inside. No, stop. Oh, shit. God, damn it, like that. Oh, shit. Oh my God, gonna give me a heart attack. Oh man, Jerry scared me. He was this close to dragging his tanks. I was down on my hands and knees making sure he had clearance, and he made it. But then he almost tipped that thing over. He whacked the container, but everything looks okay. Little tiny poke hole in the container, but the joists look all right. That was kind of scary. That was a little stressful. Showtime. That's it, man. That's how we do that shit. Oh yeah, all right. I'm a little nervous right now. Made it. Oh shit, right? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna shorten up my fifth wheel. How do that? Might help. How much? That. That's it. I am so glad this job is done. That job site, I thought today was going to be a lot easier, but then watching John, the first truck I watched, pull in there, and then Jerry, and both of them struggled, I started to have second guesses, second thoughts, and I was a little nervous, I'll be honest with you. Then my turn came up and it worked out well. Everything's okay with Jerry's truck. He ripped the mud flap off. He really didn't do any damage to it. And he's in, he's out, he's headed home. We're gonna stick around for a couple days. As you saw, Amy came with me, and we are only about 10 miles from
Disneyland!
Somebody's excited. So,
I'm excited!
So that's it. We're going to spend a couple days down here, and then we're going to head home at the end of the week. And yay, the weather's beautiful. Happy about that. And thank you guys. I have some hats for sale now. Go to my website, jupitertrucking.com. My buddy Brett is helping me put together some merchandise for sale. We're going to start off with hats. He'll ship them out here as soon as you get your order, if you like one. And we'll see you next week. Thank you guys very much.
In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.